I am attempting to go live on Instagram right now. Well, as it's booting up, let's just go ahead and dive right in. So, the title, as you see it, is How to Improve Your Students' Well-Being in Under 60 Minutes. Subtitle, Let's Stop Pushing Statistics and Push Solutions. All right. So, why should you watch this live tonight? Well, you should watch this live tonight if you are sick and tired of seeing your students struggle with poor mental health, social anxiety, doubting if they are enough. Oh, pause for a moment. For those of you that's watching on LinkedIn and YouTube, Instagram finally decided to connect my other fellow trailblazing friends. So we're going to have to start over just a little bit, okay? I'm sure you wouldn't mind. Let's do this. On Instagram as well. All right, so you guys, let's jump right into it. Tonight, we're talking about how to improve your students' well-being in under 60 minutes. That's the main title. Hello! All right? And the subtitle is Let's Stop Pushing Statistics and Let's Push Solutions. All right, so why should you watch? Why should you watch tonight's live Mind Style Makeover Mondays chat? Well, you should watch if you're sick and tired of seeing your students struggle with poor mental health, social anxiety, self-doubt, wondering if their worth is enough, if their value is enough, struggling with suicide ideation. If you're sick and tired of all of that, and you desire to get your hands on a solution that will help your students to thrive inside and outside of the classroom, watch this video. And not only watch it, I'm going to encourage you to go ahead, save it, and share it. Save it and share it to your platform. Share it to decision makers at your organizations that are serving students in middle school, high school, and college. Because this is the solution that is going to help to improve your students' well-being in under 60 minutes. My name is Tabitha Christopher of TabithaChristopher.com. My company founded the Mind Style Makeover Bootcamp, also known as MSMBC. It is a character and resilience building training program that provides a roadmap to help students succeed academically, athletically, socially, and emotionally. The Mind Style Makeover Bootcamp serves middle school students, high school students, and college-age students. Now, again, welcome to this live chat, our weekly Mind Style Makeover Mondays. It happens every single Monday around the 5 p.m.-ish hour Central Time on Instagram Live, YouTube, and on LinkedIn. If you want to catch any of the replays of what we have been discussing so far over the last 7 weeks, then you can go to my YouTube channel and catch all of the previous episodes there where we're talking everything Mind Style Makeover and helping you to own your story for students. All right, so I'm going to share with you in brief, snapshot, my story. And I believe that that's one of the most impactful, effective ways for us to be able to connect our hearts to each other, is to better know the story that we have lived and we are living, right? So for myself personally, I was bullied at the age of 7 years old, and that bullying incident left me temporarily paralyzed for almost 2 months. The doctors told me, I wasn't going to have a childhood anymore. I could forget about playing sports. They said I wasn't going to be able to walk, stand, run, sit, do anything without intense pain, and I was going to need adjustments for the rest of my life, blah, blah. I'm glad to tell you today, none of that happened. And I'm going to share with you why things improved. At 8 years old, I was getting beat up just about every day the first part of my third grade year in elementary. I experienced physical abuse at home. I developed social anxiety, had crazy panic attacks, and I developed a stutter. I lost control of my bladder, where I was wetting the bed up until the age of 19 years old. And by the age of 21, I came breaths away from having a heart attack, and so many more other things in between. Yet, because I had access to the character and resilience building principles that I teach in my Mind Style Makeover Bootcamp curriculum, I was able to maintain an AB honor roll status, perfect attendance. I was a budding young pianist, and every performance that I gave competitions was winning competitions. Became a paid public speaker at the age of 13. Um, Went on to competing at the highest level. Well, went to state for track, and had all of these other extracurricular activities where I was constantly looking for ways in which I could serve my community while going through all of those hardships. No one on the outside had a clue of the challenges that I was facing in my life as a student, because on paper and when I showed up, my attitude, my behavior, my ability to focus and engage in a healthy way with my peers, my teachers, and members of my community, first class level, top notch, always. And that I have to give credit to having access and learning about these character and build resilience building principles that are embedded within my Mind Style Makeover Bootcamp curriculum. And because of that, I was also able to go on to fulfill my dream of becoming an actress and working in the entertainment industry for over a decade. And then I also went on to become an award-winning trainer where I helped a little over 300 clients get their health back on track. And one of the things that brought me to what I am doing now in my company with the Mind Style Makeover Bootcamp and serving students to help them to build up their character, build up resilience so that they can be able to thrive inside and outside the classroom. What brought me here was a client putting my foot to the fire. She said to me, "Tabitha, you have never shared to anyone your story. Why not?" And for me, to be quite honest with you, I felt shame around the hardships that I faced in my life. I had an unhealthy perspective about it. I didn't see that all of those things that took place, yeah, it was tough, it was rough. And oftentimes I didn't think I was gonna make it out alive, certain situations that I faced as a student and even as a young adult. Yet I would always focus on what is the solution? What is the lesson that is being taught in this challenge, in this hardship? And instantly I would be able to uh, pull apart and find the principle attached to the pain that will help me to propel forward in those difficult moments. And the goal for what I have built with the Mind Style Makeover Bootcamp is to provide your students with access to the same principles that will help them to thrive inside and outside the classroom. Provide them with a roadmap to succeed academically, athletically, socially, and emotionally. Let's face it, life can be really challenging, really challenging. It is not promised to be easy, and it's not. However, when we are provided with the tools needed to navigate the rough seas that life is, it makes it possible for us to be able to rise above. There are going to be times where we feel like we're drowning, sometimes more often than not. But I guarantee you, with the tools that are provided within the Mind Style Makeover Bootcamp curriculum, your student will know how they can own their story and not allow for life to own them. They will be able to take from all of the challenges that they faced in their past and whatever challenges they may be facing right now presently, and put it into a healthy perspective as to how they can extract out the lessons in those moments for them to rise above those rough seas and not be drowned by them, not get stuck by them, but be able to overcome each time. And not just for themselves, but for their fellow peers, for their family, and for those within their community that they are going to impact for the better. Now, there's this study that from from the National Library of Medicine that talks about resilience and it being the solution to helping with this mental health crisis that we've been in for quite some time. I'm part of going down to the mid part of this white sheet here where it says resilience, a construct of positive psychology, means the process of adapting well in the face of stressors, and a person can overcome problems with supportive and adaptive skills and recover from difficulties well. Bernard states, this is one of the researchers for this article, Bernard states that resilient children are very similar to each other, socially empowered, and have characteristics such as assertiveness, self-awareness, self-esteem, problem solving, empathy, ability to act, self-efficacy, and critical thinking. These children envision a positive future for themselves and are motivated to achieve their goals in life and at school. And within the Mind Style Makeover Bootcamp, we deliver all of that within 3 phases. Phase 1 of the Mind Style Makeover Bootcamp curriculum is so powerfully effective that I've had students when that's all I had was phase 1, the 45-minute transformative storytelling experience. That was all I had. And now, more than 7 years later, these students are still thriving from that one experience. Less than 60 minutes, I had a student that was failing, wasn't trying, and didn't care about anyone or anything. He went from straight F's to straight A's within just that 45-minute transformative storytelling experience. This is phase 1 of the Mind Style Makeover Bootcamp. Again, went from straight F's to straight A's. This student also, with a good friend of his, led their school in forming their first robotics team at that school. They went on to place top 10 in the state, and they went on to nationals to compete against schools internationally. First time out, and they got top 100. First time out. And I got to reconnect with that student just last September. And what he shared, he said, this needs to be required curriculum. And I couldn't say it better. He said, there's so much emphasis on harping hard on academics that schools are forgetting the whole student and the importance of helping students to know who they are. You see, when you know who you be, identity, it makes it so much easier to know what it is you are to do, purpose. When you have that purpose, you can set clear trajectory towards the destiny that you desire to live and be remembered for. And through the Mind Style Makeover Bootcamp, it walks students through this very process. So after they go through phase 1 of the 45-minute transformative storytelling experience, select students are invited to go into our 6-week Mind Style Makeover Bootcamp, where we meet once a week for 50-minute sessions where they learn the life formula of success, the 3 pillars that build it up, and how to activate it into their life. And by the end of the Mind Style Makeover Bootcamp training, students would have customized their own blueprint of their legacy success story. The story that they've lived, the story that they're living now, and the story that they desire to be remembered for, with clear action steps of how to make that possible. Isn't that great? I know, it's fantastic. It's better than good, better than great. Then we launch into phase 3. I didn't mention there's 3 phases to it. Phase 3 is where students launch into the FIT student lifestyle. FIT stands for, anyone want to ask me in the comments? I'll tell you anyways. It stands for First Class Innovative Trailblazers of Society. Each student is charged to impact up to 109 individuals outside of themselves using the FIT card of Hope deck that has customized messages on the back of them to individuals that are in their life, whether it be their mom, their dad, a sibling, their teacher, a dean, a coach, principal, their peer. And from there, these students go into their schools to reignite hope, to build up community, to help others to thrive, just as they've learned to thrive and have implemented it into their own life. If you're watching this and you are a leader of a university, a college, school, maybe you're a professor at a college campus, maybe you are an educator at the high school level, middle school level, principal. Maybe you are a parent, a concerned parent. Maybe you're a concerned citizen, and you want to be a part of my company's mission to building up 1 million FIT students by year 2032. I am encouraging you now to visit my website, www.tabithachristopher.com. Go to www.tabithachristopher.com. Again, www.tabithachristopher.com. And you're going to wait 2 to 3 seconds for the pop-up landing page to show up, where you're going to put in your information and confirm your selection to join the MSMBC 2024 waitlist, so you can get your students onboarded to be able to experience this transformative character and resilience building training program to provide your students with a roadmap to succeed academically, athletically, socially, and emotionally. And if you're watching this and you're like, well, how do we get this launched onto our campus? Email me, contact us at tabithachristopher.com, email contact us at tabithachristopher.com, email contact us at tabithachristopher.com, and I will walk you through our simple 3-step process to reigniting hope on your campus and improving your students' well-being in under 60 minutes. Looking forward to chatting with you soon. If you have any questions, you can contact me. You can DM me directly on whatever platform you found this video on, that you're watching this video on, or you can email myself to contact us at tabithachristopher.com. That's contact us at tabithachristopher.com. Continue to make this Monday as magnificent as you are.